Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing out there? This is your Uncle Steve, and this is Uncle Steve's Lounge. It has been a while, so we're here on a hot Sunday to talk football. And what better place to talk it than Uncle Steve's Lounge? We'll talk to you in a minute. What is going on, everybody, and how you doing out there in Uncle Steve's Lounge? We appreciate you having you in here. I am Uncle Steve, and it has been a minute. I mean, I know sometimes when the weeks kind of catch up with each other, and you say to yourself, "Say, man, it's been a minute since I've been on here." Yeah, it has. It has. Everything's good here. It seems like the temperature has is the only thing that hasn't changed, even though it is a little hot today. Not mistaken, I think I saw last 97 degrees. Woo. But it's summertime, and more importantly, it's almost football time. A couple of weeks, we'll be talking about training camp, which I'm sure will excite a lot of folks, especially in Atlanta. New regime, new quarterback, new expectations. A lot of folks want to talk about what's going to happen next. And I'm one of them. I'm very excited about what's going to happen next with the Atlanta Falcons. 2024 is probably because of the acquisition of Kirk Cousins, probably gives me more hope than I've probably had in the last couple of years. Am I going to try to pretend like I didn't think last year would be a little bit different? I thought we might be a little different last year. I do feel like uh, it was disappointing. Thought Arthur Smith might be able to get us out of some stuff, but he wasn't. The Desmond Ritter experience was not very good. And now we move on to 2024, and what have we done? A couple of things. Drafted a future quarterback in Michael Penix Jr. We've acquired Kirk Cousins as our new quarterback. And we drafted a lot of young defensive guys on the line. Now, will that end up making us Super Bowl champs? I don't know. I hope so. But I do feel like there's a different energy at Flowery Branch. I think, unfortunately, the fans won't be able to feel the energy at Flowery Branch this year because things aren't ready for fan consumption. So you only get 2 public opportunities to see the Falcons. However, I do have some pretty good hope with the Falcons this year. And what I did last week as part of my travels with the family, we had a chance to go to Nolans. Yeah, that's right. The home of the hated Saints. But more importantly, what I got a chance to do while I was there was to head on over to the sports book and make some cheap bets. Oh man, made a lot of future bets. And that's what I did. So I wanted to have this stream as one is to share some of the bets I made. Now there are some that, you're gonna make that you're not shocked of. Atlanta Falcons making the Super Bowl, stuff like that. But I also made a couple of prop bets as well. And we'll talk about it together. Because I do feel like there are a couple of things that the Falcons can do. A couple of them might be reaching. Y'all can let me know. But we'll talk about it together. One of the first prop bets I made was not even prop bets. One of the first bets I made was this year, the first game of the year, Atlanta, 2.5-point favorites over Pittsburgh. It's not a hard one to bet on. But 2.5. It's a good number. It's not 3 because I could see us winning by a field goal. So I could take that. Had another bet for the Falcons to start 5-0 this year. I did that one. $10 pays 160. I could do that. I could see. I could see the possibility, but I do want to hear what y'all think about a couple of these bets along the way. So that's what we're going to be doing a little bit today. See some of the prop bets I got a chance to make. See if you disagree, agree, and will I end up making a little money this year or wasting money as I did? Well, last year, it's funny. I made a little bit last year, but I was a little ambitious. Bet for the Falcons to win 9 games. Bet for, I think I did. I think I actually bet for Arthur Smith to be coach of the year. Wasted my money. But what's a good prop bet that you think the Atlanta Falcons can attain this year as well? We'll go through mine, but if you have one, bring it up as well. But I had a good time down there. And I just said to myself, I said, let me throw my stuff on the table and see what we got going on. Before we get into that, I want to get into the chat. A couple of folks in here early. Appreciate y'all. John Higgins in the house. What's going on, Big John? How you feeling, brother? He said, Uncle Steve, what it do on this hot Sunday? Hey, man, I'm just ready to get it all started. NFL 2024. And we're going to see where it takes us. I'm going to say at least the playoffs. What you say? I think so. That's one of the ones I made, actually. David Starks is in here. What's up, Dave? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us in Uncle Steve's Lounge. Y'all come on in and take a seat. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Been a while. It's been a while. But you know what? I don't apologize for it being a while. It's not a lot going on. I've enjoyed watching the occasional WNBA game, watching a little bit of Braves. I love the Braves as my home team, but man, I can't do 9 innings for 160 days. I know they got a break coming up with the All-Star break, but I'm not that guy. So, I don't know. Robert's in the house. What's going on, Robert? How you doing? Thanks for joining us in Uncle Steve's Lounge, joining us on Facebook. Chuck, what's going on, my friend? How you doing, brother? He said, I'm definitely looking forward to this upcoming season. I still have some concerns about the D. I think the O is in good hands. I believe we will be Super Bowl bound in a couple of years. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. I think the Super Bowl. I don't think the Super Bowl is unattainable in the next 2 or 3 years if we build a little bit. To your point, defense still because we haven't seen anything significantly different. I know a lot of people, oh, we lost Calais, we lost Bud Dupree. Brutally honest, did a lot of people think those two guys would have the years they had? And if you raise your hand and say yes, stop lying. Nobody thought Calais would come in here and get 6.5 sacks or Bud Dupree do the same. I think they thought they maybe get 4 or 5. So who's to say the scheme that they have now might not get them more? I don't know what Jimmy Lake's going to do. We can all pretend like we know what he's going to do. I think every coach comes out there and says to the year, "Oh, we're gonna put pressure on the quarterback." Of course we are. That's crazy. Of course. But I got faith in the new regime. I got faith in Jimmy Lake. Dexter, what's up, brother? He said, "What's up, Unc?" I think they got an open practice on the 27th. I'm gonna try to catch it this year. We haven't heard nothing but what people hope will happen. They have kept media out and they've kept media out and every this year. Listen, I don't think it's a horrible thing that they don't have everything on display at Flowery Branch this year, especially with a new team. I like the fact that everybody doesn't see everything. It would sneak up on some folks. That wouldn't bother me at all. David said, "I like the 2.5 against Pittsburgh, but starting 5-1, 5-0. I don't know about that one." Yeah, sometimes Dave, when you make bets like that, and I'll put a couple more up here in a second. When you make some bets like that, yeah, sometimes you go with the ones you say, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Then you also go with the ones you say, you know what? If this happens, is this happen? I mean, I hear what you're saying about starting 5-0. But say, for instance, we do catch. I'm not even worried about catching Pittsburgh. I think we'll beat Pittsburgh. I really do. But what if we do catch Philly looking bad or on a slide? I mean, on a bad Monday night. Jalen Hurts doesn't look like the player he was 2 years ago. And we slip up and beat them. Who says we come back Sunday night in the dome in the Benz? It's so weird because the Benz is a dome, but you got to call it the Benz because that's Benz. Who say we go into the Benz and, Mahomes, them over the last couple of years, even during the Super Bowl year, they don't start fast. So who's to say we can't mess around and scoop up and get a win? And then, of course, after that, we start our division schedule here with New Orleans. And then right into a Thursday night game with Tampa Bay. Who says we can't? Not saying it's not impossible. I think we can do it. But yeah, it's a long shot. Lisa Shepard's in the house. What's going on, Lisa? Thanks for checking in to Uncle Steve's Lounge. I appreciate you. It's been a while. Y'all remember that song? Travis, what's going on, Travis? He said, well, look who come out of hiding every Sunday, OG. I've been hiding and I've had some changes going on with my hours. So a little different energy over the last few weeks. But yeah, I definitely haven't been here. But I'm glad to be here today. And thank you all for joining me. Jamal's here. What's up, Jamal? How you doing, brother? Jamal says we lost Calais, Bud Dupree, and
I love Desmond.
Yeah, forgot about forgot about good old Desmond. Thinking about Desmond. He said it's over, Unc. Oh boy. David says, I'm of the wait and see mindset with the Falcons. How long it will take for our offensive chemistry to mix? How is Cousins' ankle? How is Grady's knee? Are these youngsters on the D line ready? Thoughts? Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't want to make any huge predictions about we've learned over the last couple of years that this franchise, it just doesn't do well to go out and make big time predictions with this team. We'll see. The check down, what's going on, man? That's my brother Steve in the house. Steven's doing his thing on the check down, and I'm sure this football season he's gonna be all over the place on YouTube. Y'all check him out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you stepping in. It's another brother. Ron Thomas is in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing? It's my brother Greg in the house. You know what? And I gotta holler at Greg.
Uncle Steve would say, read your super jet. And Uncle Steve would say, don't you rush ghetto. And Uncle Steve would say, take it in your stride. And Uncle Steve would say, read your lines. Read your lines.
My brother Greg from Greg Custom Kicks. Y'all make sure y'all give Greg a listen. Greg has my shoes ready for this year. And Greg, I'm thinking what we might do, we're gonna have a we're gonna have a content creator get together for those of you who fans that want to step in. Just a lot of good guys. If I start naming everybody knows the Southern Silk connection with Big Low Country Sports, Super Smitty from Smitty Sports Machine, and our brother 95 North Alberto in the house, aka Butter Pecan. Y'all know us, and we got a lot of other folks that's scheduled to come in and check us out down in Stockbridge. We're going to be at the Bench Warmers in Stockbridge coming up. And that'll be for the second preseason game against the Baltimore Ravens. That game starts at 12 o'clock on a Saturday. So we're all going to get together. And folks, if y'all in this thread, please make sure y'all stop by. You'll be seeing more information out on it pretty soon. But we'll be at Bench Warmers on August 17th. It's a Saturday. It's a preseason game against the Ravens. Already got stuff kind of lined up. Nice little atmosphere, nice place. Just to get together and get our, kind of get acclimated to some football. I think that's the way you do it. So, Greg, I think that might be a really good place for the reveal in front of everybody. Not only that can get your stuff out there, which I'm sure people have been asking you anyway. So I'll send you a little note and we'll talk about that. August 17th at Bench Warmers in Stockbridge. Look it up. We'll be there. And that might be a great place for a reveal, my friend. And thank you for the support as always. Appreciate you. Desta says, I'm like that too. I'm glad nobody hasn't seen anything to say who looked good or who is struggling. It would be nice if we can get at least one veteran in to help this line. We are young. Yeah, I agree. We do have a little youth going on. I still think we should be able to do some things this year. I must admit, I'm more optimistic about the linebackers. I know some people question it. I don't know why. I am a little questionable about that other side of the field opposite AJ. I'm not worried about the defensive line itself, but you gotta question who's coming off the edges. All pressure doesn't come from the edge, but a good amount of it does. Who's gonna be that primary person this year? And did we really have a primary person last year? I don't think we did. So we can get it done without a primary person, but it's just gonna be interesting to see. Jamal D says, "Will Southern Silk be performing?" Actually, stay tuned because we are possibly thinking about having a nice little halftime show in the bar. So not only bring your fandom, but bring your sense of humor when you come. But we're gonna have a really good time there. And we'll, like I said again, we'll have a lot more about that coming in the next couple of weeks. Lisa Shepard says, I plan to swing through for the meetup. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And again, we'll start putting the word out. I feel comfortable enough to I think they just put it out this past week, and I'm sure the guys will be mentioning it on their show. A lot of guys, I know the guys from Pound for Pound. I think one time for the fan joining us in some of that endeavor. And like I said, I don't want to speak for a whole lot of other people yet until they publicly say they're going to come. But should be a good time. And whether we have 10 or 100, it's still going to be a good time because we'll make it a good time. Jamal says, I like us to be active in the trade deadline this year. It could be interesting. No, a lot of teams were active last year. No, usually the NFL trade deadline isn't as active as baseball and basketball. But last year, it seemed like it was a lot of movement. So we'll see how that works out. It also depends on what we're doing. You go into the trade deadline with a 5-3 record, and I'm not even sure what week it is. But you go into it with a competitive record, then that might be a good thing. Uh-oh. Put that out. Greg says, sounds like a plan. I'm down. Just send me a reminder on the info and I'll bring them that. Outstanding, my friend. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And that's what we'll do. That'd be a great place for the reveal and a great place to network. Get everybody to look at your stuff in person. So that'd be good. Jamal D says, I'm gonna try my best to make the Chiefs game. Brother, I was literally talking to one of my good friends in church who's a huge Kansas City fan. He's from Missouri. Actually, I think he's from St. Louis, but he's from Missouri. But obviously a big Chiefs fan, and we were talking about the game today, literally in the parking lot. And you know. Jamal says, watch my Falcons and Mahomes, boy. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, catching him early is gonna be the key. So I think that's why I say 5-0 while I'm being realistic and say, yeah, that's still the Super Bowl champs, but we'll see. Let's go back to those future bets. I again just wanted to for those of you who just popped in on me, again, went to the Louisiana, got a chance to make some futures bets, and I would just want to share some of these bets with you. And as I'm sharing them, I just want to hear what you guys and gals think about some of the bets that I did make, some mistakes I made, what you would have done. So I'm just going to run these real quick and see what we got. First, I mentioned this at the top. Atlanta over Pittsburgh, 2.5. I did take that. Most of these bets, I'm not going to lie to you, were like $10. It's not like I was a big spender out there. But it was that particular one, I think I did 20 on that. And if I'm not mistaken, I think, matter of fact, I'm not even going to lie to you. Let me pull it up and see how much I can win on some of these things. But most of them were pretty significant bets. Hold on. Here we go. All right. So we had Atlanta 2.5 over Pittsburgh. I took that. Now y'all don't get mad at me, but I also did a parlay. So some of you know, some of you aficionados know that the bets, when you make those parlay bets, you get a lot more on those. So I did have a parlay where I had the Saints over the Panthers, and this is week 1. Saints over the Panthers, Seattle over the Broncos, both of those 4.5 favorites. And the 49ers Jets game, I said would be under 45.5. Now that one I did. That one I only did $20 on it, and they say you win $166. So y'all did you think I did well on that one? It's week 1. Also on week 1, I did another parlay. Philadelphia Eagles 1.5 over Green Bay. Giants 1.5 over the Vikings. And Chargers 3.5 over the Raiders. I have to win all 3 to win the bet. That one, another one, I think that was $20. So that paid the same thing. This is the one that David was telling me about. And yeah, I kind of went out on a limb on this, but I said to myself, no, what the heck? If I'm out here at a sports book, I mean, you're either going to win some or lose some. But I did take it. I said the Falcons start 5-0. The odds were a little long. As you see, I didn't pay much. But if they happen to start 5-0, guess what? $10. Give me $160. Was that foolish or no? Let me know. I also took the Falcons. Now, they did have tiers for this. They had the Falcons, I think, starting at 9.5. They had a 9.5, 10.5, 11.5. I split the difference and went 10.5. And if I'm not mistaken, I'll tell you what. 10.5 at $10. Doesn't do a lot because I guess they think it's going to be close. $51.25. So Atlanta regular season wins. I took the over 10.5. Tell me what y'all think as I'm going through these. Falcons to make the playoffs. Not a lot of money to make there. At minus 185 is not a good number if you're trying to make a lot. I did bet a little bit more on that one. I'm not going to lie to you. But for the Falcons to make the playoffs, I took that one. Here's another one, long shot, but an interesting prop bet. The Falcons to win all division games. They had some special bets like this. So if the Falcons win all the division games, I ended up betting $10 on that one. And $10 to get me $175 at the end of the year. If they can sweep the division. If I would have made that bet last year, I would have got happy by game 3 because obviously we started very good. You know. I'd also took the Falcons to win the Super Bowl because I'm that guy that we might slip up and do it. Falcons win the Super Bowl. My $10 would get me $290. And I'll be able to spend the night with my wife at the hotel. Super Bowl, long odds. But it was all right. Another prop bet I took, Raheem Morris, head coach of the year. It's not. If we make the playoffs, he'll definitely be in the running. If we mess around and number 2 seed or number 3 seed, he should definitely have some consideration. So because I already think the Falcons are going to make the playoffs, I think that was a good bet, if you ask me. And that was pretty good odds too on there. Falcons to win the NFC South. Again, not a lot to make on that one. Odds are pretty almost 1-1. So it wasn't a whole bunch. I think I bet, how much did I bet on that? I think $25 to get you 40. I don't know. Wasn't that bad. And then the last one I did Falcon wise was Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson over 975 yards. I think the odds were pretty. I'm trying to pull up the. Here it is. Minus 115, so they actually think he did. I bet $25 on that. It'll only get me 46. But I think that's a pretty good bet. Speaking of pretty good bets, you're not going to find too many other fantastic content creators like my buddy, my non-singing, very tone-deaf buddy, Big Low Country Sports. Welcome him into the house. What's going on, Big Low?
Oh, by that introduction, I thought you were talking about Smitty. I waited on Smitty to come up.
You didn't hear the part. I was giving you a compliment. I said tone deaf.
What in the world?
Hold on. Shower. What did it say? Shower singer. Part-time shower singer.
Wow. Dang, man. What's going on? How you doing?
What's going on, my friend? How you doing, man?
Man, we trying to make it, man. Trying to make it. Enjoying this beautiful Sunday before we have to go back to work tomorrow, man.
Oh, join the club, man. I got my old off days, but I do have to go in for a little bit tomorrow to do some things. But yeah, man, that heat, man. Is that heat enough for you out there?
Boy, I'm gonna tell you something. It's something serious.
Man.
It's something serious. It makes me appreciate my air conditioning every day.
Yes, sir.
Makes me appreciate. It makes me appreciate air conditioning every day, huh? Every day, boy.
That AC is vital. It's vital. It's vital. Better have it. AC is vital. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man. As you hear, I'm going through some of the future bets with you, and I'm gonna go through a couple more. I didn't know if you got a chance to hear. I'm gonna go through a couple of these chat spots. Now they got you in here. Of course, everybody want to hear from Big Low. Jamal says, if we're being honest, there's a chance we start 0-3. I'm gonna take the super optimistic thing. I don't think it's a chance we start 0-3. I think it's a chance possibly to be 1-2. I'll say realistically from that start. What are your just off the top of your head thoughts about what's really the gauntlet of our schedule? The Pittsburgh, Philly at Philly on Monday night, and the Super Bowl champs back here on Sunday night. 0-3. I just look at Pittsburgh. I am really not sans TJ Watt. I'm really not as. This is not the Pittsburgh team of the past to me.
Yeah, this is 1978.
No, sir.
Excuse me. This ain't 1978. We ain't talking steel curtain. This is a shower curtain Pittsburgh Steelers. So I don't think, I'm not really worried about that one. I mean, it's like you look at the Eagles. I mean, I think because a lot of the people in the chat are Georgia fans, we look at the Eagles like, man, the Eagles. But like Eagles, kind of limped to the finish line last year.
Yeah, they did.
So I mean, I don't know if the Eagles are going to be the Eagles from the year before last or not. And then I mean Kansas City don't never start off fast. So I can't say 0-3. I
You
can't do it.
you said something at the very end, and I said it a little bit earlier. Mahomes doesn't get warm. He doesn't get juiced up until kind of like mid-season. And
Yep.
once he gets mid-season rolling, he's all right. That's why I think if it's a chance that you have a better chance, you have a better chance winning that Kansas City game than you might think if we come in with the right attitude
Exactly.
in that Kansas City game. Now, Philly on Monday night, I'm not going to lie to you. We have not had a very good history over the past couple of years in Philadelphia, period, let alone Monday night. So that's one of those that I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. That might be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Jamal says, but I got faith we kick the Steelers between the washer and the dryer.
There you go.
Hey,
Watch the machine and the dryer. That's the goal. That's the goal.
I can see it. Lisa said, what platform are you using on parlays? I'm using MGM. And one of the reasons why I like MGM, quite honestly, is MGM, unfortunately, we don't have betting here legally in Georgia. But MGM is unlike Caesars. MGM, you can still see your bets and still cash in even when you're not in the state. So that's why I like going through that.
So for all the people who go meet the guy wearing the trench coat behind the Dollar Tree, it's a whole lot safer.
It's a lot safer. But it's so my son was trying to tell me the other day. He's like, Dad, I know some sites. You gotta say, yeah, boy, stay off all the sites, man. Some of them sites are
mess you up. Mess you up, boy.
Oh man. Dexter asks, are you going to the practice on the 27th or 2nd or 3rd or some? There is only 2 open practices to the public this year. I haven't been to one, but I want to catch a practice this year for some reason. I will. There is a 75 to 80% chance I'm going to be at the Dome. No, I keep calling it Dome. Do you have that problem sometimes? Keep calling it the Dome against the Beans?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Do you feel a certain way if we say, because I'm not going to lie to you, my Dome experience still, and that's probably because of the team success.
Yeah.
I still have yet to shake that Dome moniker and go to the Beans yet, but I will be at the Beans practice. It'll probably be a little late, but because I'll be getting off work. But I do plan on going to that. What about you, Lo? I know the fans are excited to be able to see you.
Nah, they excited to see Uncle Steve.
Stop.
Best background singer in the business. They excited to see.
I'm telling you, that's what they did. Okay, all right.
But nah,
Bobby Brown.
We so the 27th, my little cousin, he's actually making his announcement that day. So wherever he's going to be committing, we're going to be going to that school. So
awesome.
Awesome. The 2nd, we will be there on the 2nd. Yes, sir.
I want to take the time and give a little the barge in here.
Uh-oh.
I used to think about immature things, and then my buddy Bobby DeBarge come up here.
It's gotta be the age. You gotta get in there. There's no December. It's summertime. This is butter pecan time, baby. That's how we do. Say that for the boys. When good, you feel me? I was all I get as wet as this shirt. Oh Lord.
I have the pleasure of introducing not strawberry, not chocolate,
Oh,
not even swirl, but your favorite and my favorite, Berto, 95
yes,
North Sports Talk, aka Creamy Butter Pecan.
All the black folks' favorite ice cream.
Talk to me now. Wait a minute.
All the black folks' favorite ice cream.
Frozen
Butter
freezer butter pecan. Yes, sir. Love it. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's
Man,
up, man?
what's going on, brother? How you feeling today?
Hey, man, everything is great. Just taking in this hot weather, man. I heard you guys talk about hot weather, so I was like, man, it's been hot. It's been hot, and you know, up north, we're not as hot as down south. It's 92 right now, so it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have. I love this heat, man. I love it. I love it.
That's man, 92. What's the average right around this time for you?
Average around this time, it's like mid 80s
Okay.
with the breeze.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So right now it's 92 and there's no breeze and it's like it's hot. It's stifling. I can only imagine what it's down like right now down south. So
well, it's so hot down here that Big Low and me done lost about 15 pounds just being on the show. We came in. We stepped outside.
Boy, I went to play. I went to play golf with Jack Spade yesterday. I don't know if anybody seen the video.
I saw one.
Everything that I had on my shirt, it was a whole different color. Everything that was touching me.
Damn.
It was hot out there, bro. And we went out there at 6. We went out there late, latest tea time possible. We was still sweating.
I see. Speaking of our buddy Jack Spade, one time for the fan, everybody make sure you spread the wealth over to my brother Jack. Jack over here telling them lies, talking about Uncle Steve spending that big money, man. I ain't spending no. I was betting at $10 increments, with the exception of a couple of bets that we made.
Oh,
I wasn't making that. I'm gonna run a couple of these down, and then Berto and Low, I need to put y'all to the test on some of these bets and see am I gonna make money or no. Cam Lewis is in the house. What's up, brother Cam? He said, long time no see, Uncle Steve. Many blessings to you and the entire family. Thank you, my friend. Demetrius Jeffries, always DJ in the house all the time. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Jamal gives some love to Big Low. I don't know why. Marina's in the house. Marina says one day. Marina says one day away from vacation at work. Jamal says that's Julio Jones' business partner, Big Low Country.
I don't know. Tony Wright started this.
I don't know.
Is that what it is?
Blame Tony Wright. Blame Tony Wright.
Is Tony Wright on that? I guess I missed. I guess I missed that one. Marina also says one day away from having a long vacation at work. You guys are two of my favorite content creators. Me and Berto appreciate it. Thank you for blessing the screens on this Sunday.
Wow.
We'll get in trouble.
Wow. I guess Berto down there posing for his album cover. I know it look like it's froze, but it look like
I think it is froze.
Yeah.
I'm afraid froze. See, I'm not even gonna say. You know what he looks like right there? Y'all remember if y'all old school that Isaac Hayes posted when he was coming looking down like this? He,
okay, he froze that.
Low was talking about you, Berto.
Why, Berto? Damn. Berto, you gotta go back and look. Oh, we're talking about it. He said you had that Isaac Hayes pose.
That was an album cover, man. If y'all go back and look, that was a 1970s album cover.
I can't catch a break, man. Lord.
I've told y'all before, if I ain't talking about you, that probably mean I don't like you. So if I'm
Oh,
talking about you,
like
Oh, no.
everybody. We talking
I
about
like it.
everybody.
All right, so I'm gonna get it. Oh man, Jack says Berto has a rich folks laugh. Dang,
Oh, stop, man.
dog,
Come
man.
on now, man.
You know
Dang.
what? I
Dang.
was wondering why I felt less than every time he laughed, and now
Is that what it is?
I get it. I
Man,
get it. I was
Y'all are
like,
quick with
why
it,
do I
man.
feel
he,
like why?
he said
Y'all are quick
he
with
said
it, man.
borderline uppity.
That ain't right. I'm broke as all outdoors, bro. As a matter of fact, let me drop my Cash App and see if y'all
right. Right now.
I'm going to drop my Cash App and see if y'all want to
You
help
wrong.
out. Your boy's broke,
You
bro.
wrong.
But y'all tripping. Y'all
Alright,
tripping. Y'all tripping.
Damn.
Y'all tripping, boy. All right, go ahead. Look, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, so Berto, you came in right on time, man. So I wanna let y'all. I'm gonna go down the list, and you and Lo are gonna tell me, did I win money or did I lose money on these? I got a chance to roll them down, but I'm gonna run it by one more time, and y'all tell me win or loss. Now I bet multiple increments. I don't want to talk too much because I don't have it like Berto, but I did spend some money on these bets. So I'm gonna go start back at the beginning. My first bet I made as soon as I got to the sports book was Atlanta, and they had it at 2.5 over Pittsburgh. Am I a winner or a loser on that one? We'll start with Berto.
Winner. There's no way we dropping
Winner.
that game to Arthur Smith in Pittsburgh. No way. No way. Atlanta's going to be out for blood, man. So I think
Okay.
you got that one.
No, okay. I'm talking. What about winner or loser?
Winner. I completely agree.
All right. Y'all got me. Okay. I started off well. Okay. This is a little tricky for all you folks that ever heard of parlays. You have to win all 3 games in order to get paid. So I went off the grid a little bit. And these are the 3 games that I bet. The Saints 4.5 over the Panthers. This is all week 1.
Okay.
Seattle 4.5 over Broncos. Both of those games, both of those teams are at home. And the 49ers Jets, I took the under 45.5.
Ooh.
So we got Saints 4.5 at home over Carolina, Seattle 4.5 over the Broncos in Seattle, and the 49ers Jets, 2 pretty good defenses going against each other, under 45.5. Winner or loser? Low.
Ooh.
I think you lost money on that one.
Which one am I in trouble with?
I think you're in trouble with that Saints over Panthers 4.5.
Okay.
I feel like Dallas. I feel like he's gonna come in and I feel like he's gonna start fast. Saints. I mean, Saints. They're on the down. You know they're going downhill and break past Warren and they digging into the rotors right now. So I feel like it's one of those cases where I feel like the Panthers are going to beat the Saints.
Okay.
Or at least keep it closer than 4.5.
Okay. All right. What you think, Lo? I mean, Berto, I'm sorry. What you think?
No, it's good. I think you got money on all 3 bets, man.
Okay.
I think it's a safe bet. Great point by what Lowe said about Dave Canales and what he can do with the Panthers. Dave Canales proved to be one of the top OCs last year for Tampa Bay. Goes into a decent situation with Carolina. All right, but I still see the Saints, being the Saints of old, putting up numbers and stuff like that. The 2 other ones, you hit it on the head too there, man, with the defense. The Jets in San Francisco, that's going to be a defensively contested game. Tip their edge to San Francisco, but I can't see. There's nothing wrong with any of the picks that you did. I think you got a good one there.
Outstanding. I appreciate it, and that's why you'll always be invited to the house, Berto. Appreciate it. That's why.
Where I just tell the truth.
Oh no, let me stop because you might disagree with the next one. The next 5 are Atlanta Falcons. I might be home by myself. The Atlanta Falcons. Now, keep in mind, some of these bets I made because I said, you know what, let me throw $10 here, $10 there. So don't think that I am crazy. But they did have a futures bet, the Falcons, to start 5-0. And I put $10. I put $10 on. $10 will get me 160 for this particular bet. But Berto, am I biting off a little bit more that I could chew on that one? Or
super biased on this one. I want to agree. I want to agree, but I can see the Falcons in that stretch going at least 3-2, dropping one to Kansas City, dropping one to one of probably the divisional foes. Division games are always tough, close game, contested games. So I can see us losing one of those and going 3-2 down the mark, not 5-0.
Okay. That's fair.
Don't worry,
That's
Berto.
fair.
You always invite in my house. You always invite in my house. Don't worry.
I'm invited because I'm so darn far away. So
you know why you can't go to their house, Berto? You know why you can't go to their house, Berto? Because they be lying. That Cujo stays at their house. That Cujo is a dog. The dog be barking when you on the street.
They don't bark with Uncle Steve. They don't bark with my motorphone Uncle Steve. They don't bark with nobody else.
Oh,
Going in there, I'll be stuck in the car.
Oh, man.
What you think, Mo? Any shot?
Well, I guess the question is, what were you going to spend that $10 on? I mean, if you were just going to go to if you were just going to go to Waffle House and get an All-Star,
that's
good money right there.
Yeah, I mean, you go, but if you're going to waste it, then hey, I guess that's a good place to waste it at. But yeah, I don't think you're gonna recoup that one. No. I hope you do. I hope you do get that money, but I don't know about that one. No.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fair. That's fair enough. I'm not knocking y'all on that. I absolutely see. Okay, the next one, and this was one that was in tears as well, but I did pay a little money on this one. Falcons regular season. 10 games, over 10.5. I took on this one. This particular one, I actually paid 25 for this one.
Oh, splurged. All right, let's go.
So I splurged a little bit.
Oh, what's the
over 10.5? What you think, Lo?
Well, I'm saying like what was the rate on it? Like what was the?
It was hold on, I'm sorry. It was plus 145 is not a lot. Okay. 25 will get me $61.25.
Yeah, I think that was good money you spent on that one. No?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree, man.
Good money. Now can I come and get those hamburgers?
That'll be a negative. If I
shoot, I shot my shot.
If I win $61, it will be very lean beef. If not, it's all chuck.
93% lean ground beef. Oh man.
Do I have any chance in that one, Berto?
I think you do, man. Yeah, I think safe bet. I think over 10.5 wins for the Falcons this year. Most definitely, man. I think you did good on that one.
All right. Okay. This one right here was another throwaway because and the mere fact the odds on this one were minus 185, and pretty much it's kind of even. And it's not even money, but you don't make a whole lot. Falcons make the playoffs. 50 will get me 75. I'm sorry, $77.03. I just think the Falcons are making the playoffs, whether it's division or wild card or not, because I really do feel like they're going to win those games. What you think, Berto? Is that a winner for me?
Yeah. I think we break the drought this year. We got so many things lined up in the right places, man. Quarterback, head coach, OC. It's trending up. I think we make the playoffs for sure.
All right. So that's a little bit of money. So I could fly up to DC and meet Birdo for that Commanders game.
You know it.
We can-
You know it. Oh man.
How we doing on that one, Lo? You think that's a pretty sure bet on that one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think that's a real good bet. Might as well put even more money on that one, though.
Yeah. I was highly considered. If it makes y'all feel any better, I put more money on that than
Okay, yeah.
anything
Oh,
I
okay.
had as far as a single bet is concerned. Because I really do feel like we're gonna make the playoffs. In contrast, this was one that I didn't put. I put $10 on it, but I do want to see what y'all think. And Berto pretty much told me his answer already. Falcons to win. These are legitimate future bets in MGM. Falcons to win all division games. 6-0 in the division. We'll start with you, Lo. I see the look on your face like that's another all-star you just lost. That's another walk-off. Am I reading your face wrong, Lo?
Hold on.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I don't.
Let me clean up my laughter before I get called out and say that's a rich man's laughter. Damn you, Jack.
Caviar, please.
Seriously, man. That's some bull, man. Can't have anything, man. Oh Lord, man.
Oh yeah.
Lo, sorry.
No. You good, Berto. You good. It makes me feel like my credit score is up 50 points. Yeah.
Oh man. Listen, Wells Fargo wants nothing to do with your boy. Oh Lord. Woo.
Yeah. Yeah. You lost that all-star. You going on a diet. You gonna be.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, you lost that.
Berto, please give me hope, brother.
Oh man, I you know something. I can only see the Falcons losing one division game, and it'd probably be that first divisional opponent game. Just as a feel out, and it doesn't happen it doesn't happen again. I just think the Falcons are too stacked, man, for this NFC South, man. I really do.
But you don't see a sweep.
No, it's tough to, man. It's tough to. It's tough to.
All right, I'm gonna have to go ask Pure for $10 on that one. All right, I got you. All right, y'all help me.
If you got Cash App, I got you, Unc. I got you, bro. I got you. Cash App is a trendy thing right now. It's an up and coming payment service.
Berto, you must got a sponsorship or something.
It's coming.
Okay.
I'm working on it, baby. I'm working on that. I gotta stop promoting that.
Y'all are evil. Y'all are evil.
Oh no, it's a good. Hey, listen, man. We gotta put the good. We gotta put the good word out, man. Put the good word out, man.
Oh man! Before I finish those last four, we'll go to a couple of comments. Travis says we need a VH1 behind the music on Southern. You see it?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
man, it all started out good.
Damn.
When I talked to Uncle Steve about that lead vocal, man, kind of rough in there. He went on to become a bigger star.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. Lisa Shepard says Bougie Berto. All right, okay.
I got a little of that too, man. I'm from around the way. I know shortcuts too.
Dang, the jokes at Berto's expense are coming, man.
I love it.
Berto, are you related to French Montana?
Oh, wow.
Least favorite rapper. I'm offended. I don't like French Montana. It's a northern thing. I guess it's the region that talks for him. That's crazy.
Oh, man. My brother Brian Peoples is in the house. What's going on, Brian? How you doing, brother? You
What's up,
you
Brian?
are the man. How you feeling? Hey, bro, our content creator brother Larry from the Dixon Way is in the house. What is going on? Y'all make sure y'all check Larry out on the Dixon Way, best live reaction video in the city. He just helped the Braves to another win over the San Diego Padres to get a win going into the break.
Mm-hmm.
He is the man. Hopefully, we get a chance to see him at the content creator meetup. For those of you asking, that's Bench Warmers in Stockbridge. We're going to do that August 17th. That'll be for the second preseason game, Baltimore Ravens, 12 o'clock noon. Be there or be square. So he said, "What's up, fellas?" That Braves win the series going into the All-Star break. Falcons making the playoffs for sure. I got you. Jamal D says, "We all know Yellow Smitty is the lead." He's a Yellow Smitty.
Yellow ball Smitty. Yellow ball Smitty.
Oh man, shout out Smitty, man. Shout out
Smitty, man.
Oh Lord.
Berto sent me that thing. What else? The most funny thing.
Y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the comments, man. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe, and appreciate everybody doing that. I'm gonna finish these futures out with my buddies, Big Low Country Sports. Y'all make sure y'all check him out on his illustrious channel, and my brother Berto from 95 North Sports Machine in the house. Please make sure y'all send y'all love to him as well. All right, let me go to the next one. This one was going to be an easy one to put down, but I knew the odds were going to be kind of high on this. But the Falcons win the Super Bowl, plus 2,800 on the money line, $10, which I put down. If we hold up the Lombardi in New Orleans, Unc getting $290, and he and Aunt Kira are going hostile. We heading to Golden Corral. So, Berto,
yes.
Does Aunt Kira have an opportunity to go eat at one of the best buffets in the world this year?
Yes, man. I mean, Waffle House all week, maybe. But I don't know, man. That's probably a little too rich right now in year one. Maybe year two, year three. Okay. Now, safer bet then.
I hear you. Hey, truth will set you free. I got you. Do any shot, Low, of that $10 coming back to me in that particular bet.
First of all, is Golden Corral still open?
Oh yeah, bro. We got some Golden Corral out here, man. Oh, absolutely. I know in the rich part of town that you live in, I know they don't have that. So I mean, it's like you live at the Platinum Corral. I know they
okay. Okay.
They try to put me down. Okay. Yeah. Do they still have a Golden Corral there? Really?
I'm just saying, after COVID and everything, I didn't know if
you guys actually were there.
Wow. Damn, wow. Wow.
Well, man. Damn, huh?
Old Timers Buffet is better. But
that's true. That's true.
I'm gonna say there's a chance. I'm gonna say yes, there is a chance.
Okay.
I'm gonna say yes, there is a chance that you'll be recouping that $290, and then we could get the Kobe hamburgers for the next cookout. That's the main reason why I'm hoping that.
Okay, so Berto, next time, if you ever get a chance to come to the compound, we're gonna make some Kobe burgers, brother. Because Lo gave me a little bit of love on them last time, so we
Berto
never had them. I've had a bison burger.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Best
I've heard all great things about Kobe.
Yeah,
best burger I ever had.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Let's get to the next one. This was one that was interesting that I happened to see, and I didn't realize they have this on the board. Head coach of the year. I put Raheem down. He's plus 1,000. Now, $10 to get me 110. That's not bad. And I also think if the Falcons make the playoffs and we happen to be, and remember the regular season coach of the year is voted on before the playoffs. And I think if we can win and possibly be number 2 seed, number 3 seed in the NFC, that's not crazy talk. Maybe he can get that. So I slapped 10 on that one. Would start with you, Lo. What you think on that one?
I feel like the head coach of the year award is a de facto comeback team of the year award to a certain extent. I feel like if we make the playoffs, it'll be kind of like the Falcons being one of the comeback team candidates. So I could definitely see that being the case. And there's a history of first year coaches winning the head coach of the year award as well.
It's true.
That's very true.
Is that in line with your thoughts there, Berto? Or
yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go right along with the same lines as the tribal chief, because you know I think we're getting the best of Raheem Morris now in his second stint in Atlanta. I sure do. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
If I could respectfully,
the acknowledgement. I get you. It's a tough pill to swallow. I get it.
If I could respectfully go back to the tribal chief comment, who am I, Paul Heyman?
Oh man! Hey, look, I'm supposed to play the role of the wise man. Oh man! Oh Lord! Damn.
Well, okay, Solo. So for the next
oh man!
The NFC South, the Falcons to win the NFC South. So for that particular one, I think I put a little bit. I think I put 25 on that one, and I'm sorry. Every time this thing keeps signing off on me, so I'm trying to see exactly. There we go. So tell me first. I'll tell you how much I put down. Do I have an opportunity for that one, Berto? In your eyes, that's
Falcons winning the NFC South. Yes, 100%.
And I know the odds were horrible because everybody's pretty much on the Falcons winning. Here we go. Yeah, for the Falcons, I bet. Oh, that's horrible. I bet $25, and it only pays $45.83. But I guess that's better than nothing.
Yeah, better than that.
That's better than nothing. What do you think, bro? You on those same odds?
Yeah, shoot, I'm on board with you on that one. You use that extra 83 cents to put some cheese on your hash browns. Whenever you win the other bet for the $10 at the Waffle House. I'll go right. Shoot. Hash browns scattered, covered. Shouts out to Tiny in the Waffle House.
Yeah, shout out to Tiny, man. They had shout out to Atlanta Bird Game. That's my brother right there, man.
ABG, shouts out to him, man.
He's putting it down on the Waffle House, man. All right, and then the last Falcon bet I did, another futures bet, Bijan Robinson. And I say this, it's so weird because I was looking for, they had a lot of players and everything on there. They really didn't have a lot of Falcons for the individual prop bets on there, but they did have Bijan, and Bijan for over 975 yards, and it kind of sounds like they think that's what he's gonna do because I put 25 on it, and he'll only get me 46, but that's better than nothing. What you think, Low, on Bijan over 975?
Scattered, covered, and chunked. You gonna get that, dog. You gonna get that extra 43 cents. Scattered, covered and choked. Yeah. I think he'll get a lot more than 975 yards.
Yeah.
You look at what happened last year when Arthur Smith was like playing the mind games and the look what I can do's and trying to make sure that one time he literally held Bijan out of a game. I think he's going to get. I think he's going to get more than 975 yards this year.
Me too.
Berto, it's amazing in today's NFL. You only need to average 57 yards a game to get 1,000.
Yep.
So it's crazy. Do you think that was a sneaky good bet for me?
Oh yeah.
To take this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Bet on that like a sneaky link, man. You got that one, man.
You promised, man. You promised. You promised, don't you joke. Uncle Steve.
Hey, man.
I will not get in trouble.
Oh,
You gotta give me that.
Shouts out to all the wives. Shouts out to all the wives.
Absolutely. We wouldn't be the men that we are today without.
We would not be the men that we are without our wives. Shouts out to all the wives.
Oh Lord.
What was Berto talking about?
Does he come down on the 17th?
He ain't coming over here.
He ain't eating our Kobe burgers. All right, that's right. More for me. That's right.
Hey, you're the Waffle House.
Oh Lord. Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh man, we turn up the heat, man. It's hot as hell out here, man. Lord. Man.
Oh man.
Kind of went off the rails on that one. That's the heat. That's the heat.
That's the heat. That's what it
Heat
was.
talk, man.
It was the heat.
talk.
Yeah. You're used to it. Yeah, used to it.
Yeah. Brian Peoples in that house talking about moonshine and low. That's all right. Travis says, y'all stop hating on my dog Berto Mars because he can play his bills. He can pay his bills all the time.
I think Adrian Broner once said it, man. I'm getting cooked. Lord.
Oh, that's right.
Oh man.
Berto gonna go from El DeBarge to Wesley Snipes out there.
Oh shoot, man. Woo.
Oh man, boy.
I love it, man. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Jack says Berto all-star is Waffle House.
I was like, come on, man. Hey, look, man. Did I say something wrong? I'm sorry, Mr. Jack Spade. I'm gonna be cordial.
Hey, Berto, give you a hard time tonight.
That's Nick. I'm getting cooked, man. I'm saying.
Everybody on Berto, man. That's wrong, man.
Oh man, I know why. Low key, I know why this hate is happening so blatant. You know what I mean? Because the Celtics won the NBA championship.
Wow.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Wow,
I shocked a lot of folks revealing that I was a Celtics fan a few weeks back. So I was like,
so you've been catching it ever since.
Lord.
Now keep in mind, Boston would not have won that championship if they didn't have Atlanta legend Al Horford on that team. So
I think he was the glue to that team. And I'm going to agree with you, Unc. I'm going to agree with you because he was the glue to that team. A lot of people give praise and respect to Joe Mazzulla. I think the best thing that Mazzulla allowed was for those guys to just take over and let them do their thing. And that's Tatum, Brown, and Al Horford. They were the ones to navigate through the ups and downs in the season. I don't think Joe Mazzulla did anything special. I think it was the players more that it was player driven more than it was coached, man.
While we talking about that, let me ask you a question. Do you think do you actually think this was kind of a Mark Jackson situation where Emmy kind of set up the team and Mazzulla kind of came in and reaped the rewards finally on that? I mean, it's fair because
100%.
He had them going, and if he kind of could have kept his personal stuff kind of clean,
we wouldn't have found out.
You're right.
Of course. Yeah, but you absolutely right. I think it was, he's just fruits of his labor, man. I think he just came in at the right time, and Missoula being an understudy, he was in this Boston coaching staff for some time, and he was able to see the ins and outs, and the coaches just left an incredible blueprint for him to follow, and just allowed him to bask in the glory now of being a championship holder now.
Do you repeat?
No, I think this team takes a step back.
At least you're honest. At
Yep.
least you are.
More
Berto love coming from
Jesus.
Jamal. Jamal said Berto is definitely the DJ Khaled of the group. Is another one.
It's the beard. No,
But you know what? Your beard game is strong though.
Oh,
Your beard game is strong.
Yeah.
Your beard game is strong. So trust me, because when you get a little older, you hold on to these whiskers as long as you can.
I got a couple trying to peek through. I just go in and get those. I'm like, yeah, not just yet, buddy.
Oh yeah, 2 coming back, 2 more coming back.
Oh, you know
salt,
it. Yeah.
I told my daughter, I'm trying to think where we were, and I was saying, yeah, I got a little salt and pepper. She said, that's a whole lot of salt in that pepper. She give me a hard time. Cam say y'all cutting up in there. Y'all in there cutting up. Hey, that's what we always do, brother. Brother John Brooks is in the house. Hey, Aunt, what's up? I smashed that like button. And Berto, what's up? We one of them. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that, man. Y'all appreciate y'all coming in here. Jamal also says props to Brad Stevens in that Austin game, which is true. Because a lot of people thought, man, he left the job. Mm-hmm. He left the job and moved on up. So that's pretty good. Brian People says Drew Holiday was a factor too.
Absolutely was, man.
Brian also says
Troy Berto Malou. God damn.
Hey man.
Oh Lord.
They own you, bro.
Man,
I don't know what.
Troy Berto Malou.
I don't know, man, dude. They jealous. They jealous, man. They jealous of y'all. It's we're 2 weeks away from training camp. Obviously, it's going to be a different feel because we're not going to be able to have the fan experience at the training camp and stuff. And I know the 3 of us are going to probably be busy up to that time, getting folks ready and acclimated to get excited for this year. I'm looking at my Gucci. It's about that time for old school rappers. Look at
shout out Gucci.
Wow, I'm looking at my Gucci. It's about that time.
At that time, see, y'all remember that. It's about that time for football season, and
can't wait.
My excitement for this season. I want to act like I'm more excited than I was last year, year before, because I'm just that fan that always thinks we're one step away. Tell me first, Berto, what sets this year aside for your optimism for the Falcons more than anything?
Quarterback play. It's the quarterback play. Hello.
Wow.
Competent play calling is going to make
a
difference in this year, man.
Yeah, you tell y'all free. It's like he already knew.
Yes,
I'm sorry, my bad, Berto. I'm sorry.
No, you good, man. It's true. It's true, man. We're leaving the I love Desmond era, and now we're going to Kirk O'Chains, and we all know. Kirk O'Chains, we don't have to go deep into him. His stats, his acclimate in the NFL is what it is. It speaks for itself, and now putting him on this roster where a loaded, offense, having a spirited play caller like Zach Robinson, I think we're going to, we could hit the ground running and it's going to be scary hours, as Kyle Pitts once put it. in the whole NFC, man. So for me, what excites me the most is going to watch Kirk Chains just operate in this offense, man. So that's what I hang my hat on for excitement this year.
Talk to me, Lo. What, as you foolishly tried to tell me how great Desmond Ridder was going to be last year,
Damn.
Still haven't heard the acknowledgement from that. What's the difference? I'm telling y'all, anybody within the sound of my voice, Berto, I'm telling you, this is us last year.
I thought we were talking about this season. Like, wow,
this is us last year.
Why we going?
Hey, Lo was sitting back of me, and I'm sitting next to my daughter. Hey, Lo, he ain't hitting them nets real good with them passes. He good, huh? He good, huh? And my daughter sits next to me. She's like, "Who is this guy? Why is he? he can't see that this guy can't throw."
Oh Lord!
Hey, little cousin.
I'm sorry. Y'all, I'm gonna leave Desmond alone one day. I don't know when.
That's right. That's right, J. Ma. He Desmond Winter. That's the guy. Desmond Winter. That's right. Desmond Winter.
But go ahead, Lo. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't resist.
Well, so for everybody who don't know, and I really feel like Uncle Steve should start like a TikTok series or something about this. For everybody like who don't know Uncle Steve personally or aren't friends with him on Facebook, he goes like brunch is him and his wife's thing. Like they go together. Right? Like they go to all kind of different places and they go try new places. Then they post it up there. I be like, Coach Roder, we gotta try that. So that's the feeling that I have this season. I feel like we're trying a new place. You know, we got a new coach coming in. I have this newfound optimism. I just seen somebody put a post up on Twitter a few minutes ago, right before I jumped on with you, where D. Orlando Ledbetter said that Kyle Pitts is going to be playing tight end and wide receiver. They said that he's learning how to play the wide receiver position. Hey, y'all, football's around the corner. Yeah. Like, I mean, these are the new things that are being implemented that we're learning. Like, we could finally see, you know, Julio Jones 2.0. We could. I don't know if y'all seen the clip whenever we Kyle Pitts was working out with those wide receivers at that wide receiver camp. I forgot what wide receivers he was working out with. I was like, why he ain't at the tight end camp? Because he's gonna be lined up out wide a whole lot more. But it's looking like the coaches are doing things that make common sense. They're just making common sense decisions, and we're going to see how that works. So hopefully, Uncle Steve can get those coffee burgers for us, and we could be able to eat good whenever we come over to Uncle Steve's house. That's my biggest. That's what I'm looking forward. That's what I'm looking forward to.
You know it. Hey, before we go any further, man, I'm sorry, I got to cut out, man. But
okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, man. I'm on my phone, and my phone's getting ready to die, so I gotta head, man.
First of all, tell everybody where you at, Berto, and man, you know we appreciate you stopping in, brother.
All love, man. Always, man. It's your boy Berto, your host, 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Find me there on YouTube and on Twitter under RI Falcons. You can also find me on Bleacher Report. I had a segment on Friday, man. Very interesting one. Had to come up with the all-time Falcons offense and defense. So hopefully y'all can make your trip over there on Bleacher Report via the Bleacher Report app and check that out. Let me know what you guys think. But for Lo and Uncle Steve, thank y'all very much for allowing me to come on this platform, man. And we'll definitely chop it up very, very soon yet again, man.
Truthfully, Berto is leaving because his tan was getting dark. Let's not pretend.
I'm on the shade.
Berto put a paper up to his kid. He was like, all right, it's time.
I'll be in Black Panther in a couple of minutes. Hold on.
Oh, man, my melanin is getting snatched today, bro.
Much love, my friend. Crazy. Y'all take care,
Much
man.
love to you guys. You take care, guys.
Let me tell y'all something, man. If we, dude, and I know I told myself I was going to go to 7:30 today, so that was almost perfect timing. But having these guys in around, man, dude, it makes this fun. This is not even work to me. This is us getting together, chopping it up, having a good time, and I just hope that it shows outside to everybody else uh, the love and the fun we have together doing this. And I'm telling y'all, this 2024 season, I have a sneaky suspicion. Match this energy with a winning team this year. I think y'all gonna see some very interesting, uh, some great content coming out of this from these core guys up here, including my brother Berto, Smitty, and my guy right next to me, Big Low Country Sports. Low, I did want to talk one more thing about the Falcons coming up in the year, and uh, the fans the fans being able to hang hope on this new quarterback, head coach. There's though we thought we would be better last year, and I fell for it too.
Mhm.
There is different energy, even with the drafting of Michael Penix Jr. Not even so much because he's not going to probably play this year, but just the fact that we're getting winning players. We're getting players that uh, you truly look at and say, "Oh man, that might be a difference maker right there." What's your feeling as a super fan uh, leading into training camp in a couple of weeks? Where's your optimism level as far as us doing things we haven't done since 17?
My optimism level is incredibly high this year. And it's not just because because every year, and you mentioned it, you like, I was optimistic last year, and you said you fell for it. We all did. The
Yeah, that's
thing
true.
is that we all fall for it every year. It's one of the biggest Ponzi schemes. It's one of the biggest schemes, and in the history, in the history of economics in America. Every year, it doesn't matter how bad your team is. You in January, you leave being like, man, boy, we trash. And then by the time August comes back around, you ready to go. You know that all the money's gonna come out of your account every year. I mean,
Yeah.
every month for for
Yep.
your season tickets, or
Mhm.
if you got finessed by Direct TV, everybody getting that
Ooh,
money back.
that's a whole nother show topic.
That's all but but this year it's like I look at it and I just look at the moves that we made. Some moves were very unpopular. I had 380,000 people watch me have a meltdown on
Yes.
YouTube. And
Yes.
well, even more than that, millions of people, because it got shared to all different kinds of
Yeah.
channels, and
True.
millions of people saw it. So it's like some of the moves, they were unpopular. Some of the moves were unconventional, but this is the first time in a long time where we're actually feeling depth. So it's one of those situations where we could. When's the last time the Atlanta Falcons said, "Hey, if our quarterback gets hurt, I'm not as worried as I normally would have been"?
Probably the 80s. I mean,
Probably the
really,
80s. Yeah,
probably the
yeah.
80s. Yeah. And
Or if our running back gets hurt, I'm not as worried as I normally would have been.
that's true.
I'm
That's true.
so I mean just from a depth standpoint, it's like I feel so much better. I feel like it's a situation where we're built to make a run. We're built to somebody falls off, someone gets hurt, or someone's unavailable. We could plug and play, and the next person kind of step up. We're not going to be in a situation where we have to put Levine Toilolo to play tackle because
I forgot about that.
you
Oh,
know
I forgot about that.
because the last 10, 12 years we literally been robbing Peter to pay Paul. Whenever the draft comes around, every year we're taking people that we absolutely have to get. So whenever we're this year, it's like, would we have all preferred a edge rusher? Like, yeah, that would have been cool. But hey, we don't know if we're going to be picking in the top 10 again anytime soon. Let's go ahead and get a guy who we think was probably the best quarterback in this draft. So it's one of those cases where I feel very confident because we're approaching things in a completely different fashion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I stand right there with you because, yeah, I was draft night. We were all scratching our head, but then later on, you start thinking about it. Kirk Cousins, 36, Achilles. Safe than sorry. Something happens, you gotta plan B and see how that works. To your point, doing things a lot differently in 2024. That optimism level for me has definitely grown. Um, I I am one of those guys that I really feel like um, this could be the year for us. I'm gonna throw a couple of these comments in. I see a couple of people coming at the end. Uh, John Brooks says, "I do not like Desmond here or there. I do not like him on a train." Right. Oh man. Jamal says, "No more Johnu Smith jet sweeps."
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
goodness. Lisa said, "Didn't Pitts line up in the slot a lot anyway? Kelsey called him a tweener last year. So is this really new?" Mm, yes and no. I think last year for Kyle Pitts, I think last year was such a throwaway year because of the injury. And I hear what you're saying about him lining up in different positions and stuff. Yeah, he's done that before, but this is probably the first year he's been straight up healthy in 2 years. So I really want to see how that looks out there. That's probably why they didn't go crazy with wide receivers. Uh, Bringing in two, solid veterans. Mooney, even though they paid Mooney a lot of money though
Yeah, Mooney.
to
Yeah,
come in
Mooney.
here.
He got
So
broke off.
so
I
Mooney
think he's gonna
should.
go off this year.
I think he is too. I really think he's gonna be nice. And don't underestimate that Charlie Warner acquisition from the 49ers to have another blocking tight end in there to really do the thing. Big Mac Town Dirty in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Say what's up, what's up? What in the world, Bo? In the house. Matt Town also says, "Hurt Kurt if you want to. Mama here, come here, man." Oh, brother Smart Ride is here. He said optimism. Smart Ride say optimism level is around 8 of 10. Coaching staff looks good, but we need to be very cautious about this offensive line. And excuse my friends, our mayonnaise.
Wow.
Middle linebacker room. Great show, Steve. Man, I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna tell you, man, brother. You can call it mayonnaise. You can call it. I like what we doing in the middle. I like Caden. I like Troy. I like what we listen. We dogged out Keith Brooking a long time, but Keith was here a long time. I don't care what you look like.
I don't care.
If you can play. I care let. You think Carolina care?
Hello. Hello.
Shoot. Hey man, if he can come in here and play good, I hear you. He can come in here and play good. More power to him, man. More power to him. Especially if it's gonna help us win, man. So anyway, my brother, I appreciate you coming on and doing your thing with Unc here in the house. As I told folks again, we just this week started doing a little advertisement on we got the content creator hookup we doing this year is going to be in Stockbridge, Georgia at the Benchwarmers scene in Stockbridge off 75 South off the Eagles Landing exit. We're going to do the second preseason game of the year. That'll be against the Ravens. It's on a Saturday. It's at noon. And if you got something Saturday at noon, guess what? When it's over, you got plenty of time to go do what else you're going to do on a Saturday. So we should have a really good time doing that and talk to him a little bit more about that. I know my brother Loa and I are going to be very instrumental in kind of galvanizing folks for this. Talk a little bit more about what we're going to do, Lo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because we like to, at least a couple times a year, kind of get with everybody, and I know last year we met at Murph's in I think it's that Smyrna, Atlanta, tweener area over there off of Kyle Parkway, and we watched the the Carolina debacle in the rain, but in the thunder and rain, we watched it.
We did watch it. That's all I can say.
But I will say this right here: watching it with everybody made it more bearable because ain't no telling what would have happened if I would have been at the house watching it alone, me and Coach Ronnie. But yeah, man, we try to get together, a couple of times a year. This year, like Uncle Steve said, it's going to be at Bench Warmers in Stockbridge, and basically we just get a chance. And I think the beautiful thing about this game is that we're going to get a chance to see Michael Penix for an extended period, really, for the first time. I don't know how they're going to handle the Kirk Cousins situation, but I feel like Michael Penix is going to get a lot of run that second game. So, we can all get a chance to watch it together. I think it's going to be real exciting. But Uncle Steve, he found a venue, and he's in close conversation with the managers and everything. I know he's working on some surprises.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's working on some surprises. So. Ain't no telling what Uncle Steve's, but I mean, we heard. I ain't gonna drop who all's coming, but we've heard a lot of people are talking about coming, and man, we're gonna have a really, really good time. Really, really good time.
And that's what we were about, man. Like I said, get the excitement started a little early. We'll be talking about it more. You'll see more on social media from a few of us out there and put it out. Feel free to stop on in. I didn't tell you this story. The day I went in, the last day I went in, I've been in contact with them a lot. But the last day, it was a guy, as I was walking out, I had Falcon stuff on, and I was walking out, and he was sitting over there eating. He said, "Hey, Uncle Steve?" Seriously. I said,
Wow.
"Yeah." And he said, "Man, good to meet you, man." I said, "Oh, okay." And I told him, I said, "Hey, just letting them know." I said, "Hey, we getting this together." And he said ironically, he said he used to watch on Atlanta Bird Gang a lot. Shout out to Tidy,
Oh, okay.
Atlanta Bird Gang. And
Shout out
he
to
said he's gonna be there. So again,
Man.
just get together, good times. Gonna be inside, nice, air cooled, and all that stuff. We're gonna be good to go inside and have a lot of screens and everything. So we'll be good. So y'all
We'll be good.
y'all want to come on by, check it out. We'll leave the door open for you. So we'll put some more. We'll add some more information about that on down the line. It'll be like Brian Kemp up there and they're like, "Yeah, I said it." So anyway, tell them where y'all low. They already know, but tell them anyway, man. Tell them where you.
Look here, man. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just old country boy, former football coach. Love to sit around and talk about sports. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us on Uncle Steve's Lounge. Make sure that you come check us out at Big Low Country on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, Bebo, Smoke Signals, the Yellow Pages, the Operator Directory. Find us anywhere at Big Low Country.
Yeah. See what I mean? Y'all, Lo, thank you as always, man. Appreciate you joining us today on the Sunday Chill. Again, we getting ready to kick this thing off. I know it's been 2+ weeks since we've been on, but good to talk to everybody and get everybody's thoughts on the season. Y'all take care of yourself, man. Stay cool, please. Drink, be hydrated. And we're going to catch you on the other side, man. Y'all take care of yourself. and have a great Sunday.